Well, here we are again, back with the adventures of Chef Perry. And it's been a while since we've been with Chef Perry and his adventures, but previously we took care of a kidnapping at Red Rocket and Attic and rescued a settler from the federal ration stockpile. And previous to that, of course, we went and did a little bit of an adventure back in time, where we went back to World War II era Germany and killed Hitler, which was pretty entertaining too. And then when I get back here to our
I'm ready to do whatever it takes to make this into a real home.
yeah, we got back to our settlement here, and here we are with a new settler again here at the Red Rocket and Attic.
How much you did for us.
And so
I just want to trade a few things.
we'll trade a few things, and we will give our new settler, of course, the chef's hat so that she fits in with everyone else. And then I guess I'll go and look at the computer and see if I have a job for her.
There's still people out there willing to help others.
Oh, and all my special effects and liquor and drugs and so on are gradually wearing off here. So we'll have a look at our vocational overview here. We have no jobs available. So, and hopefully you'll excuse the occasional severe frame stutter here. I think my hard drive is starting to die. And I have noticed in the last couple of weeks particularly that every now and then the game will freeze for a few seconds before it carries on, and this is happening with pretty well everything that I have, including Baldur's Gate 3 and Skyrim and everything else. So I think we're going to have to replace my hard drive here pretty soon before it actually craters, and hopefully that might even happen this weekend. But anyway, we need to find a job for our new settler to do. And I don't think I have required perks yet to do any kind of shops or anything like that. Our defense is a little bit low, so we could assign this settler to defense. Well, that would probably be a good idea, actually. Maybe we'll even put a guard post over here, since we don't have any pointing in this direction just yet. There. Okay, and since we have the conveyor system here that removes junk from, we'll just pick that off the belt, I guess. It removes junk from the workbench automatically, so we'll just empty out that storage bin. And then we'll make a quick trip up to the other settlement that we have.
Yes?
At Fort Hagen. And we will drop off some of this junk. What have I got going on here? Nicotine addiction. Okay. Oh, and there is our provisioner. Well, maybe this would be a good place to have a smoke before we get to that area where the encounter hotspot is. We'll just check this briefly, because we don't need to make a hard save every time we have a smoke. Mostly I just do that at the end of a playing session. I'll turn that back on, so that I can get a actual save, rather than just a quick save. Yes, all the drugs are wearing off, because I nearly got killed by Adolf Hitler. Because he has this axe that really did a ton of damage, and I think I'm going to, use that as my main melee weapon going forward. Because it does way more damage than the instigating baton does. We'll get that sorted out in a minute here. Okay, here we are at the Fort Hagen Red Rocket, which basically has no settlers at all yet. Okay, looks like uh-oh. What's going on here? Somebody's shooting at me. Come on, get out of the workbench. Who's doing the shooting? The super mutants inside that building. There you are. He's hiding behind that. Oh. Ooh. Wow. Come on, get out there. Where did he go? Ooh. Well, that wasn't very smart. He was doing better at shooting at me from a distance, really. Okay, well, now we've got some stuff to break up. I guess we're going to have to make some repairs to our defenses, too. Huh. It's like that was just a random super mutant patrol. We'll maybe save the laser rifle and give it to a settler when we have any. We'll have to drop off some junk. Drop off those. Really shooting those either right now. Okay, so we need shotgun shells. Fusion cells. Okay, look at all those MP40s that we picked up there, too. And we shoot 38s, so don't need the 45s either. Okay, now let's have a look in the portable container, because I think I had a bunch of stuff in there too. Yeah. That's a lot of 38 rounds, so we'll drop a bunch of those. An assassin's pistol. A couple more flamers. Wow, and a ton of grenades and mines. And a lot of MP40s. I could arm every settler with one of those. It would seem I collected a lot of them. Have a drink of water again. I wonder if I've got enough materials here to repair my gun turrets. Oh, fix that one. Yep. And we'll scrap Mr. Super Mutant there. Okay, oh, there's another one there. Can't scrap him though, because he's outside of the settlement boundaries, and I don't think... Oh, maybe I can drag him back in here. Yeah, I'll just pick him up and carry him. Had no idea Chef Perry was that strong, because he's not exactly the physical type. we can get all that bone and cloth and leather and fertilizer and all that good stuff. So, what's the deal with this guy? Does he keep spawning stuff over and over if I leave him there? Guessing this is the losing side with the super mutants here. Okay. Well, maybe we'll try and do a little cooking here now. See if we've got anything that we can make. What can we make? We can make peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a beer. Okay. Riesling crab cakes. We can make a few of them. Oh, okay, only one of those. And Zinfandel steak and potatoes. Okay. Okay. So that will probably do for now. For that. We'll break up our super mutant armor here. There's probably a couple of weapons to break up again here too. Okay, we'll keep that. That looks like a pretty good weapon. Oh, look at that. It's better than the one we got. Okay, wow. Okay, well, we just might have to replace our focused boosted institute rifle. As long as I can put a scope on this. Because this one has a medium scope. So let's see what we can do here. Yeah, we need some kind of science at all in order to be able to do this. We have rank 1 science right now, I guess. But boosted photon agitator and an improved long barrel. See, I think the base, if you compare, in my game anyway, if you compare the base damage of an Institute rifle versus a regular laser rifle, they're pretty close to the same, but what gives the regular laser rifle the advantage is the ability to use improved barrels, which also boost the base damage, right? So that still does, you know, I could put an 8 times combat scope on this, and then I could use it at closer range too, which is still more magnification than a medium scope, so maybe what I'll do is I'll do that. Yeah. It has a full stock. Okay, interesting. I've also got righteous authority there too. Okay, well, let's see here. I guess we'll replace our Institute rifle with the regular laser rifle. And we'll replace our instigating baton with Hitler's battle axe, which is fast and does 96 damage base. Wow. Then we'll do a little bit of this kind of thing. And we'll put our instigating baton up there. We'll just drop the regular Institute rifle into the workbench. I guess we'll drop that in there too, since I can't wear armor pieces with Chef Perry's smock, because it takes up all of the armor slots. So I guess we can drop that off. And that. Okay. Now, what can we make at the chemistry station? Make a fortify health potion and a potion of armor or two, by the looks of it. Okay. And resist energy, resist fire, resist poison, resist radiation. We'll get a couple of those. Okay, resist shock. Okay, sure. And then maybe we'll let's see, what time is it getting to be here? Yeah, alright. We'll turn in early. Okay. So it looks like my little message thing, that's a tiny bug in Fallout 4 where, you know, it doesn't give you the little messages like you are hungry, you are thirsty, and so on. So what we're going to do to remedy that is we're just going to do a quick save here. Then we will load our quick save. We'll gotta wait for it to update, I guess. Gotta wait. Yeah, okay, there we go. We will load our quick save that we just made. And that just seems to reset that little thing so that it will give us our little messages and such again. Okay, well, you know what? I hadn't started off planning this to be a settlement building episode, but maybe we'll do a little bit of that just for the fun of it, because the Red Rocket Fort Hagen is an interesting settlement to build in, because you have this ruined building which you can actually build into and onto quite a ways. And You can also kind of fence this area in without using too much in the way of resources. Although later on, when you have all those gun turrets on top of Fort Hagen, that can become a bit of a problem. But basically what we can do is usually I'll put... yeah, and these settlement borders are old from the previous version of the mod. The updated version that I forget now. There was two different guys, the original author and then another guy who took over and kind of made improvements. And the guy who took over expanded the borders of the original settlements, Red Rocket settlements, in a lot of cases. So I think what we're going to do here is we'll start off by this is that problem with my hard disk, I think. Come on. Okay, here we go. But anyway, we'll start off with putting in some fences. And I'm not sure what kind of materials I'm going to build these out of right now. Looks like I can build 196 security fences, or the tall junk fences are good, but they take an awful lot of materials to build. And it looks like it's going to be chain link fences. That's what it's going to be. And I can actually go right up against the building here. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell where I'm at here. Maybe we'll turn that just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, you know what, we'll just go with that. We're gonna go right through that pile of debris there anyway. Right about here looks like a good place to put in a door. Okay, can we... Ooh. Oh, I've got the wrong one there. Well, it looks like we can't quite fit the supporting piece underneath that. Okay, well, I guess we'll just have to leave that for now. Oh, am I out of the build area again there now? Probably. Yeah, I am. I'm out of the build area, so maybe we need to just change the whole angle that this goes at a bit. Turn that in a little more here. Yeah, that moves things in quite a ways. Throw another one of these in here. And that's an interesting little trick. When you click on this door, it pops up to where it would sit on the ground. And now I can probably put a floor tile of some sort underneath it, just like that. Yeah. That's better anyway. It suits me. Alright, oh look at that. See, sometimes they'll snap at an angle, so I can kind of do something like this too. There. That takes care of that side, and we got one gate over here. And then I think we're going to do some stuff with this building before we do anything else here. Yeah, we need a staircase here. Get up here. And of course we can scrap some things up here. Some things we can't. I guess it just depends on whether or not some of these things are recognized by scrap everything. Then what we can do is we can put in a floor tile here. We'll try and center it on that hole in the wall there. Then we can snap our steps right there. And we can put up a doorway piece right there. Okay, we can go back to putting floor tiles down now. And of course we're using place everywhere. Okay. A room to put a set of stairs up here. Okay. Guess not too bad. Let's there. Can't scrap that desk, but oh well. I guess we'll just build a floor tile around it. Waiting for my hard drive again here now, folks. Come on. Oop, there. That was button mashing there. Oh, there, I had that one for a second. Alright, well, there's another way we can do this too. We can get down here and it'll be a little more willing to snap in if you just do it from a different angle sometimes. Don't ask me why, it just does it that way. Now, how close are we to the ground here? Okay, so that's outside the build area, so I have to build it here. And then I can put it out here. And of course the same with that one. And that one. Oh, now we need to go and have a drink of water. There, see my little messages came up again. Okay, back to our building restoration project here. I think I can get this more or less out. Well, okay, I'm going to end up either a little inside or a little outside. It's tough when you're restoring buildings because they don't always add up perfectly straight. But I guess there, gotcha. Okay, so we got our floor built in here. Almost. So we need to finish some. I guess we won't fit through that doorway anymore. Some of these are just difficult. It's hard to do things when you can't see what it is that you're trying to do. But anyway, looks like we'll have to something like this. Oh, come on. There. Can I scrap that ceiling fan? Yes, I can. Look, I can scrap that one too. So anyway, we're going to wall in the downstairs area here. And it looks as though I'm going to have to put something in there at the base of the wall. And it's not going to be perfect. There's going to be a little bit of a gap there, but there's nothing much I can do about that. I guess I could, in theory, put a little thing like that in there. Maybe I'll do that. There. It'll kind of give me a starting point. My concrete floor tiles that need to go in. Right? Yeah, and of course I'm going to have to build it over here and move it to where I want it to go. Tricky, finicky. There, got it. There, so now we've got more or less support for that wall. Too. And this area is a little bit rough. Half of it is outside of the build area. But just for completion purposes. Yeah, you know what? I could make a set of stairs going up here. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, we'll store that. And we'll store that. Maybe make a half-width piece there. Oh, okay. Maybe it would be better to put it over on this side instead. Yeah. Pretty close to my work here. Yeah. It looks like I can't put it there. Maybe we'll try putting it here. Yeah, alright. Oh look, I can scrap that sink too, and that. Okay. So it's a little bit tight quarters over here, but still be alright. We'll put another half piece there, I guess, and then another half piece there. And then we can start walling this area off. Got walls down here already. Okay. Yeah, for some reason that that doorway, if you put a floor tile piece in here, it just isn't tall enough to allow anyone to walk through it anymore. So luckily I have this little open space right here that I can kind of use as a narrow hallway to get to those stairs. Didn't really need these stairs now, I guess. We could probably get rid of them. And put in a regular floor tile piece over here. Oh, I had it. Okay, let's try from down here maybe. There. Now this part is also, like, most of it is outside of the build area, so it's pretty hard to build stuff in here. You have to somehow get the thing to allow you to snap a couple of floor tiles in there, and I just don't think that's going to happen. So I think what we'll do is we'll probably just well, maybe I can trick it. I don't know. I'm almost out of wall pieces of wood though to make wall and floor pieces with, so yeah, there we go. Now I can get a floor piece in here. Wait for my, yeah. Yeah, I might need another wall piece or something to have another snap point. Okay, we'll use those stairs now to get up here. Yeah. Well, I suppose to conserve floor tile pieces, I could just not do any there just yet. One here, though. Although, I guess we could, yeah. Okay, well, I have a more or less walled-in living area here anyway. I'm going to have to go and find more wood. Probably buy another shipment of wood or two. But in the meantime, I guess I can probably build some more chain link fence now. Maybe we'll start at this corner here. Okay, so that wall's off that side. And we'll just go from the corner of this building here. Try and more or less follow that line. Guess we could put another doorway here since we saved enough materials to be able to do that. Nope, looks like we need a little bit deeper one there. Okay. Put one of these there instead. Okay, looks like it's going to kind of fall into line with that hedge roughly. Okay, how are we doing here? Throw one of those in. Okay, let's do it this way. Throw one of those on there first. And one of these. Okay, looks like we're outside the area a little bit. Okay, we should be able to finish it off with another one of those half-width pieces, half-length pieces. Yeah, this is getting pretty bad. We may have to take a couple of days off from the channel to do a little bit of surgery to the old computer here. Because we'll have to transfer the contents of this drive to the new one and like take the time to install the new one and all that kind of good stuff, I guess. Because this is almost getting to the point where I'm worried that this thing is going to crater and I'm going to lose all this stuff. All my save games and things like that. Okay, so we've got a couple of gates here that we need to put some power to now. And let's see what we can do here for power generation. It looks like we've got a lot of materials, so we can do just about whatever we want here. So I think what I'm going to do to give myself some access up here is I'm going to build a rough in a set of stairs. And maybe what we'll do to conserve our wooden pieces is we'll make some steel floor decking here. Okay, move the stairs here. Okay, let's I'll move this out just a little bit. How does that look? Okay, there's kind of a piece falling off the edge there. We'll move it around to the other side. That's better. Okay. And we'll put some steel floor decking up here just with the idea that maybe eventually we might even build some housing or something up on top here. Okay, well, that'll do for the time being, I guess. Yeah, I wonder... Metal walls. Okay, well, metal shack walls don't require any wood pieces. About roof pieces. Okay, we still need some wood for that, but maybe we can just put up some metal walls here. Let's move this for a second. Okay. Oh, there, I just leveled up to level 20. Means that I'm going to get an encounter with Madison Kelly here pretty quick. Okay. So, I've got some space to do some housing from now. And I might even have enough wood left over to build a set of stairs up onto the top of this thing. If I can find something that will actually match up to that. Okay, maybe we need to take this piece out. Put it over here. Okay, there. That'll do. Then, up here, put our windmill. Okay, now the problem here is, okay, well I can make large power pylons. Maybe I'll make large power pylons. It appears that I can make those. Okay, how many of these can I make? I can make 4 of them. Make some delayed off switches here. Okay, where's my door? Oh, there. That door's all wired up. Okay, this is the best place to go about this. Well, we can build lots of these. Okay, and our delay switch control set to, say, 4 seconds. Where else do we have a switch? That's odd. Yep, I think we're just about on our last legs here. Come on. Yeah. Okay, so now we have to disconnect and reconnect each of these things. And we have to do the same with this one. Okay, we got those doors working now. So finally, I guess we can just put up a recruitment radio beacon and start looking to recruit some settlers. We'll stick this thing over here, maybe. Boy, oh boy. It's getting worse and worse, too. I think this thing is going to crater any day now. Luckily, I have a new hard drive already in the box, ready to go. It just is going to take some time to do this, so like I was saying, we may be not uploading new things for a couple of days, because if we have this computer all apart and are working on it, then hopefully it will solve all those problems. So okay. So, what do we have in the old inventory to eat besides bubblegum? We got cram. Let's eat some cram. Okay. So I guess while we wait for some settlers to show up, we could work on maybe planting a crop or two here. Putting in some water, because I could put in an industrial water purifier, and that should do for our water needs, no matter how many settlers we should happen to get. Just want to put it somewhere where it's not going to be in the middle of the way of some of our machine gun turrets and things that we'll be putting up. Maybe we'll put it over here, where it won't be in the line of fire of a bunch of other stuff. Well, looks like we got 2 people. Oh, gonna have to put something else up here too. We'll put one of these up here. Okay, now we need more power. Okay, well, hopefully I've got enough, build another, windmill type power generator here. Yep, well, I've got plenty. I would think that 2 of them will probably work just fine for this. There. Okay, so we got water. Now we can start putting in some beds. I can't build very many beds, but we've only got 2 settlers right now, so I guess that probably isn't a huge deal. Looks like I'm going to have to buy another shipment or 2 of steel too if I get the chance. So that's 12, 13, 14, 15. And wait for the hard drive to read. Okay, well, that's probably enough beds for in here. I could probably squeeze a few more in this way, actually. And I've got almost half the number of beds that I'm going to need here anyway now. Okay, we got our water. We'll see about planting some crops and assigning a settler or 2 here. Wow, we've got lots of things to choose from. But it looks like maybe we could use a couple of these to start with. And then, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, might as well assign both of those new settlers to farming. All right. because we can build a couple of gun turrets and put them out now on these wonderful overhanging floor panels that I've built here. Well, I can't build very many gun turrets, but I guess I can build a couple. Yeah, I'm nearly out of steel. It's weird how it's the common building items, wood and steel, that I'm running so short of. And all these other uncommon building items like copper and stuff like that, I've got plenty of. Strange how this is all worked out. But anyway, I guess we'll move these gun turrets up to a bit better place. Yeah. Maybe I'll leave one down there, just in case something spawns inside the yard or something dumb like that. At least until I have a better place to put it. So anyway, there we go. Red Rocket Hagen and settlement is pretty much built and ready to go, aside from a little bit of future expansion. But for now, it's set up about as well as it can be set up. So I guess we'll turn our autosave for smoking back on and have a smoke and call it a day. Luckily, we save all of our recordings on a different drive, so don't need to worry too much about that. It's just the actual game files themselves that are stored on this drive that is ailing right now. And it's a pretty old, it's actually one of the oldest hard drives in my system, so I think it's probably at least 7 or 8 years old now. And so I'm kind of thinking that it's just normal wear and tear. It's just wearing out. And so out with the old and in with the new, hopefully this weekend. But anyway, I guess that will do for Chef Perry for today. Hope you all enjoyed watching me build today. Not the most exciting things to do, but some people like that sort of thing. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed it. I'm Sandman99, and I guess we'll see you next time.